think the OSBA helps boost my career because there's a lot of exposure to social media, different tournaments, the amount of times we practice, on court, off court, in the gym, and I think that's the helps boost my career. There's a lot of exposure to social media, different amount of time we practice, on court, off court, in the gym, and
Some of the best ladies in the country on display. I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you tuning in here at Crestwood Prep. I guess technically we are in Toronto because we are on the west side of Victoria Park. Here at Crestwood, that's the dividing line of the city of Toronto. Everything on the east side is Scarborough. We're on Scarborough, born and raised, but it is a rainy, chilly. It's still a fall night here in early November. Traffic an absolute nightmare. So probably some people sitting in their car tuning in, listening in. What is normally a 15-minute drive for me, so to get here was a 90-minute drive tonight. So that gives you an idea of what the traffic is. So should be a good one tonight. Really looking forward to it. Appreciate you tuning in. Was a 90-minute drive tonight. So that gives no anthem. It looks like I think we usually just kind of should be a good one tonight. Get right to it. Appreciate it. So normally I highlight a couple players to watch out for. Watch out for the moment. This is the best of the best. Every lady in white and blue at Crestwood. Every lady on Royal Crown in the navy blue with gold and white trim. They're all going to play somewhere, whether it's in the United States or used for in Canada. The best of the best. They're all going to play. So starting for Crestwood right now, United States 22, Brooke McLeod, 11 is Tyann Matosis Adderley. Number 4, Olivia Leong. McLeod, 11. Chat about her. She's already made her NCAA commit. Number 2 is Kaylin Santa Maria. 11. Chat about her. She's already made her NCAA commit. Number 2 is Kaylin Santa Maria. 11. Chat about her. She's already made her and number 1, Agat Maker. Starting for Royal Crown, number 2, Stella Scroll. Number 1, Agat Maker. 0 for Royal Crown is Amani Nethersole. 24, Davine Toomba. You'll hear that name quite a bit tonight. She's one of the best runners in the country. Number 6, Katarina Veljovic. And 15, Believe Shabangu. It's tip-off. Let's go. Davine Toomba. Number 6, Amani Nethersole running the point for Royal Crown from Scarborough. Both these programs not far apart when you consider how big the OSBA is. Toomba up and under. Easy lay-in. Davine Toomba. Crestwood out the gate quick. First basket of the night. Santa Maria now takes over the reins from her sister, Tasia Leong, in the corner. Misses. Tasia down at Fresno State. Maria now takes over the reins from her sister, turnover. Leong in the Crestwood the other way. Tasia down at McLeod pulls up. Takes over the reins from her sister, turnover. Leong Crestwood the other way. Santa Maria pulls up to Brooke McLeod. Brooke was 6'2", 6'3". The size on these ladies. Maker puts it on the ground, attacks, shot clock running down. Now the shot clock's gone. The shot clock was winding down, and it ran out. They reset it, running down. So now the shot clock's gone. That's part of the problem sometimes with the OSBA. Santa Maria for 3, and it ran out. You got high school kids running the score, so there'll be a ton of errors when it comes to the shot clock and the game clock to try to work through it. Yo inside the Toomba, doesn't drop. When it comes to the shot clock, and it's going to be a possession arrow. Good defense, Amani Nethersole. So Tyann Matosis Adderley head down. It's going to be a possession arrow. Good defense, Amani Nethersole. Especially so this level. Tyann Matosis Adderley head down. It's going to be a possession arrow. So if you are out there in YouTube streaming, drop me a line on Twitter. Any issues with sound at Mr. McKee MR and Cicada Belief. If you don't see the YouTube streaming, if the sound's not right, any issues with sound, whatever, hit me up, drop me a line on Twitter. ASAP. I know they had some sound issues a couple weeks ago when the game was here at Crestwood. I think it was against 40. I know they had some sound issues a couple weeks ago, and when the game was here, it was a bit of a challenge. And the last week, even at World Crown, 40, we had a bit of a challenge. So apologies for that. I thought I did a great call, and I went home and listened, and it was all the background noise was deaded out. So it's just me basically talking to myself with no noise into it. So you need that atmosphere in the background. So they're over trying to get shot clock, game clock sorted out. And again, I told you, it gets in the way. Here we have the game going. Ladies are over trying to get the adrenaline out. Clock, game clock sorted out. Now we're stopped. It gets in the way. Here we have the game going. Ladies are over trying to get the adrenaline out. Clock, game clock sorted out. Now we're stopped. It gets in the way. Talk about a buzzkill. The game going. Ladies are over trying to get the adrenaline out. Clock, game clock sorted out. Now we're stopped. It gets in the way. All right, looks like we're back to it. So as you were, let's roll again. Santa Maria, she's a 2026 to Leong. So as you were, let's roll again. Santa Maria. She's grown quite a bit since last year.
As you were.
She's good.
Let's roll again.
She's got a couple inches on her. Kick out, and the shot clock winding down, and as it expires, but it doesn't hit any ring, so it's going to be a turnover. So Crestwood, out of sorts, winding down, and as it expires, but it doesn't hit any ring, so it's going to be a turnover. Surprised to see out of sorts on the bench, not starting, but it doesn't hit any ring, so it's going to be a turnover. Surprised to see it's another song. Out of sorts on the bench, not starting, but it doesn't hit any ring, so it's going to be a turnover. No one in blue moving. Someone's got to move for everyone. Stuck. Shot clock. 6, a little floater. No one in blue moving. Stella's throw doesn't drop for rebound maker. Shot clock. Leaves it for Santa Maria. Stella's throw doesn't drop for toast to rebound maker. Leon corner 3. Swish. Olivia Leon. So Olivia just committed to Dayton. You'll be seeing her in the NCAA next season. Olivia Leon. So Olivia just committed to Dayton. Steal. You'll be seeing her in the NCAA next season. Olivia Leon. Switches to the left and a little bit over. Steal. Bounces around. Doesn't drop for her. So luck not on the side of Stella here in the opening few minutes. Steal. Bounces around. Doesn't pull up Santa Maria. So luck not on the side of Stella here in the opening few minutes. With McLeod ripped at, and now we got a possession arrow, and we don't have that on the scores table. I can't see, so with McLeod, we'll let you know it's going to be Royal Crown. And now we got a possession arrow, and we don't have that on the scores table. I can't see, so with McLeod, we'll let you know it's going to be Twitter at Mr. Martinez. Let me know where you're listening from. Another song. Let me know where you're listening from. I did the Royal Crown women's game last Thursday. They beat Niagara Prep, little floater off the glass. I did the Royal Crown women's game last Thursday. Follow also doesn't go. They beat Niagara Prep, little floater off the glass. I believe Shabangu is in there wrestling for it. Went up one of the Crestwood ladies. Still going to be Royal Crown ball. So for the first time today, we're going to see Ava Porter wrestling for it. Number 3 checking in. Crestwood ladies. Still going to be Royal Crown ball. So for the first time today, we're going to see Ava Porter wrestling for it.
Left hand, and I don't know about a foul on that.
So for the first time today,
I think she just ran into 2 Crestwood ladies, alas, and I don't know about a foul on that.
So for the first time today,
I think she just ran into 2 Crestwood ladies, alas, and originally about a foul on that. 2025. She just ran into 2 Crestwood ladies. Alas, expect the offers 2026 to come rolling in for her. Just outstanding dominance. 2 Crestwood ladies. Alas, expect the offers. You name the adjective. To come rolling in for her. Just outstanding dominance from Longueuil, Quebec. Expect the offers. She's got to work on the free throws. Missed that. Maker pushes ahead. Supporter from Longueuil, Quebec. Leung, she's got to work on the free throws. Missed that. McLeod pushes ahead. Supporter. Good ball movement by Crestwood. Porter looks good, but it's short. Leung, she's got to work on the push ahead. Stella Scroll pushes ahead. Supporter. Good and finally off the schneid. Stella Scroll, but it's short. Leung, push ahead. Well, I was chatting with her mom and dad before the game. It's Italian, so I got Italian of that scroll a little bit more. Well, I was chatting with her mom and dad before the game. It's Italian, so I got Italian of that scroll a little bit more. Leung, she goes to ground looking for the foul. No call. Maker, so I got Italian of that scroll. Veljevic, Leung, she goes different hairstyle tonight than last week. No call. Maker, so I got Italian of that scroll. And it's Tumba, blows by her defender, easy lay-in. Sabine Tumba. 6'3", Royal Crown out in front, and it's Humba, blows by her defender, easy lay-in. I don't know if we've got the game clock working tonight, if you can see, so I'll try to update. If not, 5:46 to go. I don't know if we've got the game clock working tonight, if you can see, someone in maybe. Update. If not, 5:46 to go. I don't know if we've got the game clock working tonight, if you can see. 15, I think it was against. So Shabangu, and she'll go to the bench. So it looks like Yohani Fami coming in, number 21. She was outstanding last week in the Royal Crown win. Leung to McLeod. Maker, who will get into fielding a ton of offers. I mean, the blue bloods of the blue bloods. Femi backs down Porter. And now a foul called against McLeod. And so for the first time this evening, we're going to see
The All-Canadian Toby Fournier checking in. One of the highest rated recruits, not just in Canada, the United States. ESPN had her at number 13 throughout the summer. I don't know where it is right now. Tried finding it today. They have it rated as a 97. So if you play, you know, NBA 2K or John Madden football, you're rated a 97. You're pretty good. Femi. She's just a 2027 youngster, so huge future for her. Hit some free throws. 8-3. So Crestwood yet to shake out the kinks. We've also got Avery Arije, first action, number 12 for Crestwood. Crestwood inbounds. Lots of time on the shot clock. 17 left. Maker. And finally, I got Maker. Settles things down for Crestwood. So Maker mentioned offers from Purdue, Syracuse, BYU, Kentucky, Michigan, Michigan State, a host of others. I'll name a few others later on. So any of those programs watching, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Arije up to Porter. And Ava Porter, easy lay-in. So Crestwood back in it now. He's trailing by 1. The size on Crestwood right now, insane. Between Fournier and Maker. And lay-in missed by Stella Sproul. And I think she was looking for the corner pass. Porter wasn't in position, so Maker got lost in that no man's land or no woman's land. Stella Sproul smashed. Bang, quarter 3. 11-7, 4:28 to go, first quarter. You got to have more cowbell. It's really in my ear now. And so I didn't see who the foul is on. I think it's on Tumba, 24. That's her first. Not a shooting foul, it was off the ball. 4:20, some people's favorite number. Left to go in the first quarter. Fournier yet to get any shot or any hoop. Here she is trying to back down Tumba. That's some matchup. And then Toby Fournier gets her own rebound. Second time, not a charm. And Tumba finally rips that away. And a foul's going to be called on Arije. So Toby had 2 cracks at it. Neither dropped. So that's a battle to watch out for tonight. 35 in white and 24 in navy blue. Veljevic. Guarded by Fournier. Over and back. No way. I don't know about that. Also seeing Amaya Robinson, number 7, for the first time this evening for Royal Crown. Arije. Leung inside the Fournier. Easy lay-in for Toby Fournier. Recognize the mismatch. Turn around and Maker. That's not a good foul. Especially Maker with her height. If you're going to get your fouls, make sure it's underneath the basket on when someone's shooting to try and stop a basket, not around mid-court and a little hand check. So Amaya Robinson, she's a youngster, 2027 as well. Scroll, a former BioSteel Futures star, MVP of that game. Called that one a couple years ago. Chance Berry, also seeing her first minutes. Number 3, she had the ball in her hand. She just went to ground. So a turnover. 2-point game. So we were chatting before the game. I always try to put Vegas betting lines on game. I know you're not allowed to bet on high school games, but I do it with college basketball. I had Crestwood by 4.5. That was the line early, the home team. So you got a FanDuel account. Look that up. Oh! So Johanna Fami went down hard. Gets up quick. A hush in the gym over that. That's tough.
because it was right on the tailbone where that can really sting. No worse for wear. She looks all right. So I know the traffic affecting some of the Royal Crown coaches getting in late. Saw them walk in after me. So even from Royal Crown, just a couple blocks away up in North Scarborough. Femi. It's a boat. 13-9. Arije. Season 2027. Off on that attempt was Matosis Adderley. Stella Squirrel running the floor. And then denied by Matosis Adderley. Royal Crown gets it back, though. Veljovic misses on her floater. And Femi, she's really putting her body on the line here in the opening minutes of the first half. Twice she's gone down hard to the ground. Remember, any issues with sound, hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee. Or just let me know where you're listening from as well. Good. Barry pulls up for three. It hit rim, so the ball's still live. Porter scoops it up. Crestwood down the other way, pulls up for three. Air ball. Well, I like the shot, though. She's a shooter's got to shoot. So I'm fine with that. And Matosis Adderley got away with a foul there. Wide open, Veljovic take the shot. Underneath to Femi. Gets the rebound and the roll. Johanna Femi. 15-9, Royal Crown. Arije trips up. Can't be a foul, she just tripped up. And what? Come on. Yeah, I can hear one of this. How are you going to call a foul on that? I'm with that, yeah. So the stand's right behind me, so you should be able to hear all the parents and then some coming through my microphone. Veljovic rips that away. Rihanna Calvert, first minutes as well, number 12. So Royal Crown goes deep. They'll play just about everyone tonight. Lost a handle on it, gave it away. That was Robinson. Leung yet to get a breather. Porter's wide open. Pass was a little late for her. Ava shows the handle. And Tumba stolen again. Toby rips it back. And Fournier's fouled. So Toby had 24 in the OSBA opener. Good start to the season. She was part of the Canadian senior women's national team camp this summer. Fournier misses on the first. Of course, Toby headed to Duke. You know, I thought she was gone this year because when I went to go watch the Royal Crown women a couple weeks ago, seen her sitting in the gym, and I was like, why is she here? And then spoke to one of the coaches, like, no, she's not going until next year, so. Still at Crestwood Prep. Here's that matchup, Tumba against Fournier, and she was too preoccupied with Toby. Ava came and sniffed that out, stole the ball away. And a Porter's foul. So Porter of 2025. Born in 2007, my goodness. Mentioned BioSteel Future Star. She's been a part of Team Canada and Team Ontario as well. 1:09 to go. Porter draining free throws. 4-point game.
Calvert. Tumba. And Tumba just lost the handle. You know, I don't like to see air dribbling. You got point guards out there for that. Get in there, post up, catch and shoot. Porter, speaking of catch and shoot, in and out, doesn't drop. Maker and Fournier trying to muscle it in, and one. Toby Fournier. So Toby, one of the easier high school players to find information on. Normally, sometimes, you know, I did the Orangeville Provincial versus Ridley game last night. I was trying to make some notes the night before in the day. Not a lot of information on all the players. Remember, they're high schoolers, but then Toby, you know, you go look and it's articles and papers all in the Carolinas since their commitment to Duke and the Toronto Star, all this stuff. So plenty to talk about when it comes to her. So time it on the floor, 2-point ball game. 40.2 to go. I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget, click that red subscribe button. Stay up to date on all things OSBA. You get notified anytime new game notifications. Good to see back doing a lot more games of the week, especially with programs like Crestwood and Royal Crown. I mean, this is the elite of the elite. This has got to be showcased. Obviously, the 2020-21, and then that crept into 2022 as well. Got in the way of too much. Getting back to some normalcy. So Toby will try and convert that three-point play. There's obviously Crestwood OSBA champs defending. Lost a couple key pieces, but they just reload with more big-time talent. Barry. Royal Crown. Tumba. And denied by Fournier. Just caught it. Ridiculous. And possession arrow will favor Crestwood, so essentially blocking a steal. I don't think I've ever seen that. Just, she caught the defender midair like Oliver. That's silly. The reason why she's a five-star. Arije holding for the last shot. It was about a half a second difference, so it should be the last shot of the quarter. To Maker. 6-5 for Fournier. Missed an easy lay-in. Barry looks up, pulls up for three. Oh, I like that. I could see her eyes looking up at that scoreboard. Well done. No panic in her. Pulled up, but the three doesn't drop. But at the end of one, the visitors Royal Crown with a 1-point lead, 15-14. Well, thanks for tuning in, OSBA Game of the Week. I got the call last minute. Woke up today to a text, slept in. And woke up saying, I'll come do that game tonight. Why not? So appreciate everyone at the OSBA for thinking of me, bringing me in. So I'll plug, go check out my Instagram, undrafted_FA. I'll be posting, trying to get some interviews after tonight's game. Got a bunch last week, Royal Crown. And then I did a couple last night at the Orangeville men's game. And I'm still sitting on a bunch from BioSteel Week. A good 10 or so. So I'll post those as well over the next couple weeks. So winter creeping in on my drive home from Orangeville. The snow was coming down. But then as soon as I kind of crept back into the Markham area, the snow stopped. It was more just up in that Orangeville area. And then hail, wet snow all across the GTA this evening. Making the highways an absolute nightmare. You can still see some of the parents filing in. So my only complaint, I love Crestwood, the facility. Every time I come here, all the doors are locked. You got to bang on the doors to let somebody in. If you're hosting a basketball game,
and you know there's people coming from all across the city, it's a good idea to maybe leave the doors open. Aside from that, it's a great school, great gym. So, Roll Crown inbounds. Right in front of me. Oh, we've got the possession arrow now. It's an actual plastic arrow, so I can see it. So Maya Bourget, first action, 11. She was wearing number 10 last week. So, and just, you come into the game messing around with it. That's hard because she didn't play in the first quarter, so she's not up to speed. And then just dribble the ball out of bounds. Thinking too hard. Maker, Orije, Matosis Adderley, Crestwood setting up that play. Inside to Fournier, Toby off the glass, lets out a scream in the face of the Royal Crown defender. Toby waking up, waking this gym up. Barry trying to work off a screen. Little floater chance, Barry doesn't go, but Veljevic. And she had the shot and was trying to pass it when you're 2 feet under the basket. Put it up. Again, they think too much sometimes. So substitutions, Brooke McLeod back in 2022. And the 21, Nia Chima, first action. Nia part of that OSBA championship squad from last season. This is her senior year. It's a Royal Crown playing some good D. They got Porter stuck, but she gets it out to McLeod. Maker, pump fake. And here comes Calvert. Tumba had the wide open. And roll's not falling her way. Veljevic. And then Royal Crown, third time's a charm, but it doesn't drop. But Tumba will shoot a couple free throws. So Royal Crown can't buy a basket. You know, they're hitting all the difficult shots. It's the easy lay-ins they're struggling with. Tumba, 1 of 2. The roll's not dropping for her. And again, that bounce just not there. 0 for 2. Veljevic steals. Picked up. And again, it's the easy lay-ins. They're just not dropping. But the defense, Veljevic defense, outstanding. Does not get it done offensively, but she's certainly get it done defensively so far. But keep shooting. It'll come. Orije inside to Fournier. The extra pass to Nia Chima. First basket of the night for Nia. Crestwood now leading. 18-15, 8:10 to go. Second quarter. Veljevic, switch off to Calvert. Tumba muscles it away, and finally it drops for David Tumba. 1 point game. Leung back out there. Toby's wide open, doesn't want the three. Chima and Bourget got a hand on that. Maya up and under. Oh, that's sweet. Maya Bourget makes up for that earlier era. That was sweet. That's so much harder than it looks. And stolen again. Here's Barry. So Royal Crown's defense causing all sorts of havoc. They're pressed tough. So they go small. And then these ladies are active with this lineup. Since Bourget's come on with Veljevic, the two of them They're like buzzsaws. And a travel. Crestwood out of sorts. Substitution. Kaylin Santa Maria back in. Kaylin at 2026 from Woodbridge. Bourget inbounds to Barry, who just scored on one of the most casual lay-ins you'll ever see. Love it. Barry, the lefty. Stella Scrow, step back three. No good. Maker over top of everyone, and she goes to the ground hard, holding her head, but she's up all right. Little limp on a Got Maker. I mentioned some of the other offers she's fielding. You got Marquette, Memphis, Wisconsin. Mentioned already Purdue, Syracuse. A couple brothers down in the U.S. I think one JUCO, one at another prep school down there. All in the family. It's in both. 1 point ball game. 6:46 to go. Barry, you know, Roll Crown's this second unit that's come out has been amazing. You want to talk about luxury. It's Calvert, short on her three, gets it though, and then denied by Toby Fournier. And she's stuck, and she does a clever thing and whips it off Toby's knee because she was pinned in there with nowhere to go. So Maker to the bench. Olivia Leong back in. Stella Scroll, bingo. She's lethal from behind the arc. So much confidence. Again, doesn't think about it too much, just puts it up. And that's coming to me. Ooh, I thought they were coming to knock over our table. But Roll Crown's defense smothering. You know, when you see teams capable of this defense, you wonder what took them so long to start playing like that. It's like, how about start from the get-go like that? Santa Maria running the point. Arije. Leong. And then Santa Maria short. Rebound Fournier. Toby can't get the roll. Scroll again. She just hit one. Oh. Tumba misses. When Roll Crown goes back and watches this, the amount of lay-ins right under the basket they've missed, I mean, we're easily in double digits of that right now. So they could be at about a 20-point lead. Instead, 7-point lead, 5:35 to go. Best of the best, two of the best women's programs, not just in the country, in North America. Leong, no good. Brooke McLeod back out there, gets the rebound, kicked out of bounds. Crestwood ball, 14 on the shot clock. So we got a timeout on the floor. Looks like Crestwood. Marlo Davis wants to draw up a play. He's got that chalkboard out. So obviously NCAA hoops already started. Monday night, I was watching games till literally 2 o'clock in the morning. I go 4 at a time. I have a 4 split screen. I use the illegal stream sometimes, and so I can't tell you what streams, but you can go 4 at a time watching games. So it's cool watching so many former OSBA players on TV. And then last night I was doing the Orange Bowl game. I got home, watched a little bit of the hoops. And I have yet to check in on any of the women's games just yet, but I know I did see the highlights of LSU going down. National champs
right out the gate. There's something in the water in Colorado. Things going on. You know, what you see with Deion Sanders coming in Colorado and taking over that football team and the national hype and, you know, everyone's talking about them. That's what every single coach, when they get hired, doesn't matter where it is, whether it's at Longwood, Campbell, Michigan State, whatever school it is, that's what they envision. When I take this team over, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be on ESPN in a week, and it's going to be like Deion Sanders. They don't realize they're not prime time, so it doesn't work that way. And then you start off 2-12, and you go, uh-oh. So, love this time of year with all the hoops happening. I'm obsessed with my NCAA hoops. I go about 600 to 800 games a year. I was down last year to 500 or so, and that was a down year for me. So Marlo Davis still coaching. So let's see what plays drawn up. Leung. Santa Maria's wide open on the other side, but there's a foul on it. It looks like Tumba or Stella Scrow. It's on Stella, and they're getting too rugged with Fournier. They're double teaming her. Leung, shot clock running down. They got to put it up. Matosis Adderley, and then Arije comes flying in, goes down hard. We got a wrestling match broke out here at Crestwood. So Crestwood's basketball dominance fairly recent, kind of over the past 5 or 6 years, since they committed to athletic scholarships for some of their athletes, in and out. And it's unbelievable to see what the program has been built into in such a short notice. Floater from Santa Maria. And it drops 27-22. And Nethersole picked up her dribble, lost it. Scrow looking for that shot, step back, doesn't have the space. And then she was too casual on that pass. She was trying to find Fami, but too many ladies in white with their hands up. Stolen, Amani Nethersole, and then wide open from Tumba, Davin Tumba. No problems with that lay-in. 7-point lead, Royal Crown. Leung. And then too easy. Sometimes they get trying to force everything into Fournier, and a team like Royal Crown, you know, it's a telegraph for them. So Rihanna Calvert will get herself to the free throw line. Chat with some of the Royal Crown ladies after the game. She's one of them. Appreciate the love. They say like when I get to call the game, so appreciate that. So Calvert has played internationally for the Philippines. It's amazing the love of basketball in the Philippines. You know, I grew up in Scarborough. Every second guy I knew in high school, Filipino, and everyone, hoop junkie, obsessed. Sneaker junkie and hoop junkie. That's what happens when you go to Catholic school. A lot of Filipinos. That's where I did. Calvert drains that. 31-22. McLeod underneath to Fournier. And Fournier, anytime she gets the ball, she's got two ladies in navy blue all over. And Tumba stepped over the line. So same thing in Royal Crown's game last week. Too many mental errors. If they played a bit more technical and fundamental, and they'd be unstoppable. See tonight, how many missed lay-ins and turnovers? It's like if you clean up some of that slop, they could be dominant. And right there, I don't know about that over and back. That was right in front of me. It's questionable, but
you know, you ever see the opening credits for The Simpsons when Bart Simpson writes, you know, the same line over? I will not criticize the officials. I will not criticize the officials. Plenty of parents here are already doing it, so I'll try to ease off. McLeod just stepped out of bounds. You know, you expect that from the away team because they're not too familiar with the lines, but when a home team does that in their own gym, Calvert, she's got a wide open look. Should have took it. Now she does. Can't get the bounce. Ava Porter. And then Porter, dribbled it out of bounds, stepped on a line. 3:11 to go. Toomba's wide open. Take it. Levine, and she's mugged. With 3 different ladies in white all over her. That's as easy a foul call as you'll see tonight. Devine also a Canada elite. Hits the first. So Crestwood, their outside shot has cooled off a bit. They got to get that rolling again. They can't just try to force everything into Fournier. Kumba hits both free throws. Roll Crown's too good, and they've just got two ladies draped all over Fournier, so which means someone else is open. Someone else has got to hit that shot. Matosi Satterley. Porter. Ava up and under, rolls around and drops. Ava Porter. She can ball. Called a number of her games with his Biosteel, and then Crestwood did a bunch of Crestwood games last year, including in the grind session. The Maple Hoop Showcase they had up in Orangeville. Fami goes to ground hard. Santa Maria the other way to Matosis Adderley. No good. And then wildly tossed back in. And Toby, and it looks like her foot was on the ground. Not happy with the call. You know, when you see Toby, it's not just the height, it's the wingspan, long arms. She plays a lot longer than what she listed at, 6'2", 6'3". Scroll, catch and shoot. Bingo. That is just ridiculous. That's the trigger finger right there. 36-26, 10-point lead, Royal Crown. Up and under. That's Arije, Avery Arije. She's feeling that one. Scroll again. Hey, if you're feeling it like that, why not? Santa Maria, wide open lay-in. Doesn't go. Toby cleans it up. Toby Fournier. Nethersall, kick out, extra pass to Scrow, pull up floater, and Fami, and denied by Fournier on her second attempt. Fami a little slow getting back. I want to see that. Don't be lamenting your missed shot. Get back on D. Fournier, and Toby's fouled. Easy call. Instead of Hack-a-Shack, it's become Hack-a-Fournier in the OSBA for the women. That's the game plan. Well, like Malcolm X says, by any means necessary. Right? Minute to go, 6-point ball game. It's a good one tonight. Appreciate you tuning in here on the OSBA YouTube stream. I'm Chris McKee. Lively crowd in Crestwood. Crestwood in the home white jerseys with blue trim, Royal Crown, navy blue with the yellow, with the gold and white trim. Fournier makes it a 4-point ball game. And now Leanna Osi wants a timeout to chat with her ladies. No, just the substitution. Thought there was a timeout. Veljevic back in. And then we've also got Kiyomi Hustis, first action number 30 he's wearing tonight. Veljovic. And finally dropped for Katarina Veljovic. Under a minute to go, and then Veljovic stolen. Her defense underneath the Femi doesn't go. Veljovic cleans up the mess. Back-to-back buckets for Katrina. Katrina, they used to call Gary Payton the glove. Veljovic showing that kind of defense as well. She's the glove 2.0. And again, gets in the way of Fournier's shot. Tumba back out there. Holds things up for one of her guards. Chance Berry holding for the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Berry, 3 left. She's got to get it up. She's lost. Veljovic. Tumba, as it expires, it would have counted, but it doesn't drop. So at the end of the first half, the visitors roll Crown 40, the hometown Crestwood 32. Well, I'm Chris McKee. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Appreciate you tuning. Remember, if you're here, if you're listening on YouTube, drop me a line on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Welcome back to the OSBA Women's Game of the Week here from Crestwood Prep in Toronto. We had an outstanding first half. Roll Crown 8-point lead. I went over to the scores table. They didn't have totals added up for me, so I did see that Tumba led scores for Roll Crown. I don't have the number. Looked like about 12, and then Toby Fournier leads for Crestwood. So Roll Crown smothering defense, and then Tumba underneath, and then Stella Scro, big threes. It's coming from so many different angles. For Crestwood, it's a lot of Toby Fournier, a couple other ladies chipping in, but I think you got to see someone else, some of the other ladies in white, step up here in this second half. Packed gym. Traffic was a bit of a nightmare, as talked about at the opening, and now it looks like people filing in a little late, no matter where people are coming from all across the GTA. So to start the second half, I got Maker, Olivia Leong, Toby Fournier, Brooke McLeod, and Avery Arije. And then for Roll Crown, Amani Nethersol, Stella Scro, Davine Tumba, Believe Shabangu. Only saw a couple minutes in the first half. She'll start the second half. And Katrina Veljovic, who is just smothering defense, causing havoc for Crestwood. She's got the ball in her hand, pink sneakers. Inside the Tumba. Floater from Nethersol off the glass, little kiss, and it drops. Amani Nethersol. Nice start for Roll Crown. Arije. Nethersol steals it to Stella Scroll. The pass was behind her, hit her foot, and Roll Crown lets one get away. Avery Arije gets it back, and we got a foul underneath. I didn't see who that was on. So Brooke McLeod, previously at Bill Crothers. Looks just at 2026, a youngster. She's already listed at 6'2", my goodness. This means she's probably got some growing still to do. Yeah, anyone who's playing center power forward better hit free throws. And McLeod just did a nice job of that. She's part of the File Still Futures this past year. See why? And Nethersol picks up her dribble. Tumba wide open, Veljovic. And I would have liked to see Katrina take that, but Tumba with a little floater over top of Fournier, and it drops. Davine Tumba. McLeod. Shot clock. 14. Lots of time. Maker step back. No good. Easy. And Fournier's fouled. This is the easy lay-in. So Tumba getting into foul trouble in part because of his battle with Fournier. So Toby going to play for head coach Carol Larson. He's been with Duke since 2020. Before that was an assistant with the Boston Celtics. Larson, a former top 5 pick in the WNBA, so that's a pretty good mentor for Toby over the next couple of years. Of course, former Crestwood star Cheyenne Wilson started out at Duke, was the ACC Freshman of the Year, and then transferred to the U down in Miami to partner with her former Crestwood teammate Tasha Lattimore. How can you say no to Miami? Fournier denied. Scroll. Bingo. Stella Scroll. On fire. 3 after 3. Maker. Short. And Shabangu comes away with it. Nethersol. Stella attacks this time. Fadeaway jump shot off the glass. Stella Scroll. A rebel without a cause. Or as Public Enemy would say, rebel without a pause. And time it on the floor. Who called it? Liana Osi saying she didn't call timeout, but they just called a timeout. All the Royal Crown staff kind of in disbelief. So it looks like Zegec got teed up. That's what it is. So technical on the Royal Crown coaching staff. And Olivia Leung. Olivia from Calgary, she's been part of Team Alberta, also part of Biosteel Weekend in the next ones. And I mentioned in the first half, committed to Dayton University. Also on the women's side. On the men's side of Dayton, Kobe Elvis, former Bill Crothers and Southwest player, OSBA MVP a couple years ago. They've got a gorgeous arena down there in Dayton, so Matosis Adderley way off. Olivia sneaks in, and she travels. He's not happy with the call. And Leung to the bench, Ava Porter back in for Crestwood. So one Biosteel player for another. That's how deep both these teams are. Kumba, Fournier all over her. A lovely pass, and then Veljevic sneaks in the back door. I love the way that play's set up. Veljevic having a night. Started off a little shaky, but see, that's a testament. Her first couple shots weren't dropping for her, but her defense was outstanding. Speaking of outstanding defense, Scroll picks the pocket of Maker, and then Nethersall holds up. But yeah, back to Veljevic, like, the defense was there, the offense wasn't, and then her offense kind of came out of her creating turnovers for herself, getting easy lay-ins, and now she's feeling it. So 7:09 to go, third quarter. Royal Crown creating a little bit of space. 51-36, Veljevic puts it on the floor underneath to Tumba, and then Toby Fournier denies. Maker down the other way. And are they calling a foul on that? Hey. So she's going to shoot three. Mentioned in the first half as well, I got Maker. She's loaded with offers. She's rated as a 4-star recruit on ESPN. Fielding easily a dozen offers, maybe more. Had to scroll through her Twitter this afternoon. Big time program after big time program. BYU, Kentucky, Michigan, Michigan State. You should consider Michigan because, you know, their coaches allegedly, not in basketball, but on the football side, stealing signs makes things a little easier when you know what the other team's doing. So I don't know if Juwan Howard and the Michigan basketball team's doing that. Jim Harbaugh on the football team's certainly doing it, allegedly. Well, Ann Arbor, obviously a beautiful place. Fournier kick out, Porter. And rims out, and then Nethersall a little too cash with that. Was more thinking about her next pass as opposed to catching it and then dribbling. Porter inbounds. And as you were, they tried again. And then Veljevic again steals it. She's got to have about 5 or 6 steals already. Nethersall pump fake. Scroll thought about it. And then Chibangu, no good. Matosis Adderley the other way. Porter, Ava for 3. No luck. Armani. Veljevic. Sister over at Port Erie. A little floater by Nethersall doesn't drop. Fournier showing her handle and has her pocket picked a little too cash. You know, even at this level, you can't, everyone's too good. You can't be out there showboating, dribbling behind the back, and especially the way Royal Crown's defense has been tonight. Like a wet blanket over top of you. Levine Tumba over top of Fournier. Toby just stood her ground. Good defense. Veljevic. Shot clock's winding down. 4-3. And recognized Chance Berry, but didn't go. So Crestwood with that big lineup out there. Don't have one of their traditional points in. Possession arrow will favor. They just changed it. It was pointing one way, and then they just changed it. Well, it's going to stay with Crestwood. They've only got 5 seconds on the shot clock, so they got to be quick. Look for Porter or Maker to come for this. Yeah, there's Maker. She recognized. 3, 2, put it up. Maker short. And Royal Crown comes away with it. Berry. Oh, lovely little hezzy move and then throws it up. And could have been a foul on McLeod. She got away with one. Maker. And one was Toby Fournier again. So Toby can make this a 10-point game. I didn't hear who the foul was on. Either way, Royal Crown wants a timeout. Well, thanks for tuning in. OSBA Game of the Week. We got a good one. Click subscribe to that red button. Stay up to date on all things OSBA. Get your game notifications. They always do different kind of almost mini documentaries. They get a really good social media team. And as well, hit up my Instagram, undrafted_FA. Try to get some interviews after this one. Both teams. And I'll have them up in the next couple days. Well, packed house tonight, just after 7 o'clock local time. Was trying to get down to the University of Buffalo this weekend because I'm a member of the United States Basketball Writers Association, which means I get to vote on the All-American teams, both the men's and women in college. And normally that's good enough to get me media credentials, other than the NCAA tournament, which is a little bit more challenging. But any kind of regular home game, I reached out to the University of Buffalo, wanted to go down there Saturday, no response. They're big timing me. So I gotta laugh at it. It's like, you know, I can go to Duke University in North Carolina, but Buffalo's being difficult. There's going to be a big NCAA tournament in a couple weeks here in Toronto. I know Zach Edey with Purdue is coming up here. Alabama, there's a whole bunch of teams, which that just reminded me. I got to get on that. Fournier converts, three-point play drops. So Crestwood trying to do a version of their press. It hasn't been successful as Royal Crown's Berry wildly throws that up, but Porter called with a foul. Berry catches a break. So Chance has been a part of Team Canada as well. He was born in 2009. My goodness. It's 2027. Brampton. So if any of Chance's family in Brampton area watching, you made the right move not making the drive to come watch. It was a nightmare. Couldn't imagine coming across from that part of the city to get here at this time of evening. Oh for 2. Matosis Adderley. They got Maker on a 5'6" player, and they didn't recognize that. You got to recognize the mismatch. Calvert was wide open in the corner to travel. He's dancing like Michael Jackson, as Drake would say. Speaking of Drake, new album, mixed reviews on the new album. It's funny, everyone I talk to, it seems the ladies, every girl I talk to, I'm like, love it. Oh no. So careless, Santa Maria stepped over the line and then inbounded that. Well, the refs being sticklers. Yeah, it seems the dude's not feeling it. All the ladies love Drake's new album. I don't mind it. It's not his best one, but still all right. Scro stuck, and it's still live. Yeah, everyone froze, thought it was out. Santa Maria down the other way makes up for that mental error a second ago. Nice lay-in. 51-43, 4:50 to go third quarter. FIBA rules, always 4 quarters. I'm more of a fan of the NCAA where 2 20s, but we live in Canada, so it is what it is. Throw inbounds, pink shoes. Calvert, guarded by Santa Maria. Barry with the shot clock winding down, doesn't go. Porter up to Santa Maria. Ava wants that 3, and Santa Maria will take it instead. Roll crown the other way. Ava caught sleeping because Maker picked her pocket, came in from behind. I could see that coming a mile away. It's almost like a pantomime where, hey, there's somebody behind you, and everyone in the audience knows it, but the actors don't. They don't do too many pantomimes anymore. We used to be forced to go see them in grade school. It's a horrifying experience. Couldn't stand it. So some of the Roll Crown men's team hanging out watching the ladies. Seen my guy Javion Tyndale walk by. I called his game last week. This kid at 2027, which means what, grade 9, maybe grade 10? And he's out there playing key minutes against D1 commits that are 4 or 5 years his senior, guys from United Scholastic. Blown away with him. It's the beauty of this league. So much talent. Every year there's someone new that's like next level. That changes what basketball is in Canada. So obviously all the lockdown stuff really hurt recruiting. A lot more on the men's side. Some of the women's still get it, but it certainly hurt the recruiting both sides because the coaches weren't coming up to watch. And also, while a lot of the high schools in the U.S. were still playing, a lot of Canadian schools still not happening. We were obviously locked down way longer, much harder than most places in the United States, especially in the South. And so that stunted the growth and certainly the recruiting for a lot of young men and women. Unless you're, that elite, that Toby Fournier kind of level. But some of those other players that might have went to a mid-major kind of lost those opportunities, and even some of the Canadian universities. Crestwood, this is 2 attempts. Hopefully try to dig out of that hole for our young men, women in Canada and for getting those opportunities again. Tumba, and she didn't even look and pass. Maybe a little bit more heady, shall we say. Santa Maria misses. And white ball still. 3:05 left. And strike up the band. You can hear someone with the drum and cymbals in here. McLeod to Maker. Underneath to Fournier. And Toby, no foul on it, but a drop for. The refs let these ladies play. I'm all right with that. Too much of this whistle every 2 seconds. The refs last night just deaded the game up in Orangeville. I did the men's game. There was just, we had a vibe and then whistle. And it sucked the life out of it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Barry just wildly tosses that. And Crestwood's defense. And what an outlet pass. With McLeod. to Santa Maria. That was unbelievable. Because the pass was a little slower than normal. I thought it was almost happening in slow motion. What's the call? So it looks like Maker called with a foul. So it's not going to be a shooting foul. We're not in the bonus yet. A substitution. Amaya Robinson back in. World Crown, they go so deep. Vivian Kumba. Trying to back down Fournier. Toby stands her ground and blocks it and then rips it away. And then a foul on World Crown. Looks like Johanna Fami came in a little too aggressive. And so now we are in the bonus. That's 5. And Toby will shoot free throws. Well, checking out Toby's Instagram today. 51,000 followers for a high school senior. Crazy. Well, I would imagine that number's going to jump significantly next year. There's dudes in the NBA that don't have that kind of social media presence. Well, LeBron does, but not so many others. Well, Will Crown lost. What's the call? And Maker, again, 2 quick fouls on Agat. So Will Crown had this lead up to about 14-15. Now back to a 3-point game. Will Crown's gone cold all of a sudden. Crestwood, when they went to this big lineup, that's when things started to change. There's no room for Will Crown to operate, and you can see it right there again. The Will Crown ladies just stand there with their arms up, and Will Crown's got nothing on it. They got to get back to shooting threes, get Stella Skro involved. And here's Fami. And Veljovic denied again. McLeod just stands there with her hands up and blocks it. For the tie, doesn't go. McLeod sneaks in. And well done. No! I thought she threw that off Robinson. And it's going Will Crown's way. Three-point ball game, $1:25 to go, third quarter. Robinson, floater, and gets the roll of Maya Robinson. Maker. Spot up 3. I got Maker. I got 5 on it. 53-51. Maker was looking around, seeing if anyone was moving. Nobody was, so she just says, pulled up, I'll take it. And that looked like all ball. That's exactly what the Crestwood coaching staff's saying, and it was. You can hear the fans not impressed, but again, I'll go to my I will not criticize the officials line. Hits the first. Two for 2. As clean as they get. Under a minute left, third quarter. McLeod. She's might be stuck. No, does a good job to get out of it. And finds her point guard, Santa Maria. Maker. With Fournier. And Maker comes in and cleans that up. 2-point ball game, 35 seconds left. Kumba thought about the 3, And then denied by Fournier. Toby's in it tonight. So there is about a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Royal Crown could get a chance, even if Crestwood scores, to heave one. Maker, shot clock wanted down, put it in. And Atumba comes and steals it. And the other way. So 3 seconds left. Well, I'll tell you one thing Toby's got to learn. Stop touching the officials. When you go in the NCAA, you touch your ref, you're going to get teed up, even if it's a, hey, excuse me. So that's a habit you've got to break, because I've seen her do it a couple times tonight. You do that in the NCAA or NBA, you're teed up. Three seconds left. One. And up, off the glass, doesn't go. 2-point ball game. What a game. The visitors, Royal Crown, from just down the street. I mentioned, a couple minutes ago, they were up to about 14, 15-point lead. Crestwood came back in. Their bigs were just suffocating Royal Crown. They had no room to operate. So you want to see maybe Stella Scroll get back into this, let her start shooting. Red hot in that second quarter, and then was on the bench for most of the third quarter. Well, Chris McKee, appreciate you tuning in. You can hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, and then check out my Instagram, undrafted_FA. Check out my college basketball podcast. I was supposed to record another episode today, but same thing last week. Each time I was supposed to record an episode, I get called in to do an OSBA game last second, so I will get there, but undraftedfreeagent.com. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, a bunch of other outlets. It's not on iHeart. Most people are iTunes, but Amazon, Google, it's on all of them. Interviewed probably about 100 NCAA coaches for it, a couple players. I always try to check in with some of the Canadian players. Guys that have gone on to play in the NCAA. Fourth quarter. So this is shaping up to be one of those team with the last possession wins it. I'd like to see Royal Crown go back to that small lineup they had with Bourget and Veljevic, where this Crestwood couldn't do anything. Their press was killing them. Now Chance Berry right in front of me will inbound. When it comes to the OSBA teams, it's so hard to figure out. So many tournaments, so many leagues they're all in. I can't keep track. I just kind of focus on the OSBA and the grind session. I know there's 9 other leagues, especially on the men's side. I don't know about on the women's side as much. Tumba over top of Fournier, and it drops. Devine Tumba. So anytime Crestwood's chipped it down to a 1 possession, Royal Crown creates a little bit of breathing room. And Arije wildly tosses it up. Fournier misses. And it's going to be Royal Crown ball. So I like the Royal Crown logo. I'd like to see it, whoever's designing them, make it a bit more prominent. That big lion with the crown. That's nice, man. I like that. If you got a good logo, rock it. Crestwood very traditional with their uniforms. A little floater doesn't drop. Good outlet to Porter. And Ava misses the lay-in. But Maker comes away with a loose ball. Porter doesn't go. And Avery Arije and looks like Barry in a wrestling match in possession arrow.
Oh, they're still saying it's Crestwood ball. So Stella scroll back in. They got to find her some shots. Fournier. Maker. Bingo. I got Maker for 3. All net. And it's a 1-point ball game. Barry trying to work off that screen. McLeod for length. Stop that. Bammy's on the ground. Bammy goes to the ground way too much. I've watched her 2 weeks in a row. It's this, I don't know. It's every time she gets the ball, she's dropping to the ground. And now it's the travel calls. Stay on your feet. You know, you don't mind diving for the odd ball, but it's literally almost every time attacks the basket. The rope crown, and they did. They bounced it off Porter, so the defense again, the blanket. Barry setting up the play. Chance, kick out. Scroll, guarded by McLeod, trying to shake her. And she's got a bag of tricks, but it doesn't go this time. And Fournier tosses that away. Said, my bad. So now Crestwood guilty of the unnecessary turnovers quite a bit tonight. Stella wide open. I would have thought she'd take that. Robinson, and then Fournier just puts her arm up. Blocked. Arije has got Maker in the corner. She's out of bounds. She is. Everyone in the entire gym saw that. I could see it. Well out of bounds. And again, that's stuff that you don't mind when the away team does it because the lines are so, every gym you go into, the lines are different. But home teams got to be more aware when it's in their building. I mean, you practice here every day. And she stepped over Robinson again right in front of me. Good call. So mental errors on both sides. And now, as you were. Fournier underneath. If she's fouled by Veljovic, Toby will shoot 2. (7-11) left to go in the game. Used to be 7-Elevens everywhere, all across Canada. There's only one left. There's one by my house out in Pickering. Aside from that, I don't know if there's any more left. Fournier ties the ball game, 57 apiece. Throw. Kick out, Veljovic, extra pass to Robinson, no good. And it didn't hit rim, so the shot clock's gonna keep, I don't know why they reset the shot clock, they shouldn't have, because it didn't touch rim. But Royal Crown comes away with it via possession arrow. Yeah, that's what Marlo Davis is saying, yeah, he's right, yeah. Well, they put it to 14 instead. Barry kind of back down to Arije. And couldn't do it. Maker pulls up short.
And it's still loose, and then Maker's got it. Possession arrow favors Crestwood. The substitutions, Barry out, Amani Nethersall in. And now we got a timeout. We're tied at 57. You know what? I think both teams could use a timeout, a little reset. Ladies starting to look a little gassed. So's my voice. Royal Crown parents just keeps talking. I should get her on as my color commentator instead of just me doing the solo. You know, I'm guilty of it. When I watch my son's university soccer, I'm the guy you can hear screaming through the live stream as well. Well, when it comes to my son, when he plays soccer, because, you know, my son's up at Algoma University up in Sault Ste. Marie, plays in the OUA. But I played soccer and coached it for over 40 years. So a lot of times coaches or refs will say, oh, you think you know the game better than me? Yeah, I actually do. So that's the difference when it comes to that. Porter wide open. Arije was a little late recognizing, and Porter finds her shot anyways, and it drops. Swish, Ava Porter, and now Crestwood. 3-point lead, 60-57. Knocked out of bounds by Porter. She's got a hand in there. So Stella Scrow, previously at Southwest Academy. First year. What are they calling? Are they calling 5 seconds on that? Like, listen, 5 seconds? Wow. And then a careless pass, but they got away with it because Fournier gets it. Toby fadeaway jumper, short. Game getting a little sloppy here as the ladies get tired. Scrow looks good. Ooh, off the back of the rim. And then Maker took her eyes off the ball. She was looking for a shot. She was thinking three. And it rolls out. Amani running the point. She's got a handoff. A little Euro step, but Fournier got in the way of it. And again, Fami's on the ground. From three, no good. Avery Arije with the Euro step, but it doesn't drop. Here comes Nethersall the other way. And Johanna Fami, turnaround jump shot. It dropped. One-point ball game. McLeod lost it. And Amaya Robinson scoops that up. Veljevic switches to the left hand and it rolls. Time stood still on the ball on the rim and then it dropped. Katarina Veljevic, she's had a night. And there she is again. And it looks like Fami's going to get caught with a foul. It is 21. So Roll Crown back out front. And then stolen by Fami. And again on the ground. 61-60. Amani Nethersall. Stella Scroll. She's that pure shooting guard, like as good as you'll find in the country. And then Fami up and under, no good. Porter, she can shoot as well. She's up there, one of the best in the country. Nethersall. Oh, well, she didn't call glass, but it's still going to count for 3. Amani Nethersall. And stolen Veljevic again. And then Fami, Johanna Fami the other way. Veljevic is D. Something else. Maker, and well done. Yeah, she was fouled and did the right thing and throw it up, because now she's going to shoot a couple free throws. Clever play. The Royal Crown bench didn't like it. They didn't see on the other, they're behind it. Her arm got yanked pretty good. It was an easy foul call. I'll back the refs on this one. Maker drops. Agat also plays with Kia Nursa Lee, been part of Team Canada. She had 27 points in Crestwood's opener. Led the team. Four-point ball game. And Crestwood pressing. Oh, clever by Nethersall to get out of that. And then she just gives it right away. I think she was impressed with herself. And then Porter tosses it away. Both teams really need to kind of settle down. It's that crunch time. And you can see some of the ladies sweating it. Let me tell you something. When the coaches go watch tape, this is what they're going to watch, the last 3 minutes, not the first 3 minutes. They want to see, how do you react under pressure? How do you react when you're tired and gassed, or maybe even a little frustrated if your shot hasn't been working? Are you still engaged? Oh, good ball movement. And Stella Scro, textbook basketball. That's old school. You do that drill every pregame, pass, and then the lay-in. And then as soon as Fournier gets it, 3 ladies in blue surrounding her, a little floater by Santa Maria. And still going to be Crestwood ball. Temperature in the gym picking up. A lot hotter in here than it is outside in Toronto. And then Maker fouls. And Maker to the free throw line. So I got previously at St. Ignatius High School up in Thunder Bay. That's a drive. I've driven through Thunder Bay. I'm up in Sault Ste. Marie a lot watching my son play, but not that far. 4-point ball game. No, they want substitutions, yeah. So Olivia Leong out, Avery Arije back in. It's Scro. Good pass, gets out of it. Nethersall gets it over. Robinson. Veljevic off the glass, gets her own rebounds. Oh, and it doesn't drop.
2:23 to go. 4-point ball game. Maker. No good. Fournier. Lay-in. 68-66. So if you're Crestwood, you got to be looking at Toby Fournier here down the last couple minutes. And Rook Brown's got to find a shot for Stella Scroll. Nethersall yelling at her teammates. They all ran away from her. Big turnover for Crestwood, and then swatted away by Fami. Here comes Royal Crown. And drawing the, I was gonna say, well, who's gonna get it? Well, it's gonna be a blocking foul. So Marlo Davis was yelling, he wanted to call the other way, and that's one of those that could have went either direction. 50-50 call that went in favor of Royal Crown. Johanna Fami has been a part of Team Quebec. Every shot, huge. I didn't realize the Crestwood men are playing next. Two for two, shoot. Nicely done by Fami. Lead back to 4. 1:41 to go. McLeod. Inside to Origi to Fournier, and again, Toby Fournier, it drops. Are they calling the foul? They are now late. They're calling an N1. Well, that's one of the more anticlimactic and-ones I've ever been a part of, but either way, Toby was fouled. You know, if the player herself doesn't think she was fouled, because Toby's been calling for fouls all night, enough said. Fournier converts, 1-point ball game, 1:30 to go. Best of the best in the country right here, folks. Top ladies recruits in Canada. Some of the top in North America. Robinson to Scrow. Shot clock at 5. Stella over top of the defender, doesn't drop. Here comes Crestwood. Underneath to McLeod. And now Crestwood, 1-point lead with a minute to go. Brooke McLeod with the lay-in. Amaya Robinson guarded by Matosis Adderley tight. Stella Scrow, she's got Fournier all over her. And Adderley, sorry, that's Nethersall, stepped out of bounds, huge. I think you want a timeout here if you're Royal Crown to settle this down. Yeah, good call. So 44 seconds left. Crestwood, 1-point lead. Well, you know they're going to put it inside to Fournier, which if you're Royal Crown, not even that big of a deal. You want to foul her, maybe get it to the line, see if she can miss one, but as long as you keep within that one possession, don't let them at 3. Make them put it into Toby. And don't let the and 1 happen so it can be a 4-point game. We'll appreciate you guys tuning in here on OSBA YouTube stream, of course. Click subscribe, drop a follow, stay up to date on all things OSBA. Hit them up on Instagram, Ontario SBA, also Twitter, Facebook. IG, they do a great job of updating anything, all news, the daily, who's playing tonight, which I like, because sometimes if I've got nothing going on, as you know, my son now gone to university, I'm one of those sports dads who's lost with what to do with themselves now that their kid's gone to university. And a lot of parents, all you high school parents, no one ever told me, start preparing for it, because I wasn't. You're so used to, all right, you get off work, rush to the hockey rink or the soccer field or whatever, the basketball court. And then when that's gone, you got all this time with yourself, and you're like, what do I do? So I'm calling basketball games, what I'm doing. Start planning for it, Mom and Dad.
It's reality is a good smack in the face. Hit me well. 40 seconds left. Maker to McLeod into Fournier, and Toby gets the roll. 3-point ball game, 33 left. You don't need 3 if you're Royal Crown, but sure wouldn't hurt. Nethersall, and gave it away. Nope. Veljovic sneaks it back. Shot clock at 8, lots of time. Nethersall, and denied by Fournier. Why is the shot clock reset? Why did it reset? And again, they're calling a double dribble now on Crestwood, so it's going the other way. So the scores table messed that up because Fournier blocked it. It should have been a turnover because the shot clock ran out. This is what Marlo Davis is yelling. So Royal Crown catches a break. 5.5 to go. Now you got to go 3. You don't want that 2. So it's got to be Stella Scroll for the 3. So if your Royal Crown puts 2 bodies on her, allow that 2 all day. Got to find some sort of screen for her to roll off. And try to find that shot. Nethersall hit the 3, but it was off glass. It wasn't clean. Still counted for 3. So remember at the start of the game when I put the Vegas line at 4.5 for Crestwood? I'm pretty good at this, aren't I? Because here we have a 3-point ball game. So Crestwood students, the student section not digging it either way. You got Toomba out there as well, but it's got to go to 2. And she's got it. Scroll, and she's fouled. She's going to get 3 free throws. Wow. How is that? That's 3. No, what? How is that not 3? The ref's calling it 2. Ay, ay, ay. So Scro hits the first. Now she's got to miss. And then you got Toomba and Fami in there, as well as Fournier, McLeod, some big ladies. But she's got to miss. She does. Oh, no, she didn't. She tried to miss, but it went in. Yeah. So Scro kind of laughed. You can see her saying, my goodness, because she was trying to miss, and it still dropped because it just took a weird bounce. So foul immediately. I've never seen that. Someone trying to miss and it drops. Hey, when you're a good shooter, that, you know, even when you're trying to miss, it still goes in. 3.3 to go. So whoever Crestwood's best free throw shooter, Fournier, probably, maybe Porter, that's who you want the ball in her hands to get them to the line. And then if you're Crestwood, if they get it the other way, foul them, because they've got fouls to give, so they can just foul, and run the clock out. So Crestwood, you know, when they do the analytics of win probability, certainly at about 97% right now. So the ref's got to have whistles ready here because we know that foul's coming. Maker will inbound. And then, ooh, that's a tough foul. So Avery Arije is going to be the one shooting the free throws. It's 1.4 to go. Yeah, a lot of time went off the clock. I don't know how that much time went off. So Orije. So Crestwood's going to have a miracle heave. Oh, misses the first. You almost don't mind a miss here because it doesn't allow Royal Crown to set up their play. Well, it drops. So now they can get it in. There's the heave. And from half, and it's going to be short. And Crestwood escapes 74-72. That's why they're the OSBA champs. So deep, so good. They clutch under pressure. Wow. Well, appreciate you guys tuning in. That was a good one. Royal Crown just, again, I was there. It was who has the ball last, essentially, when winning. And that was it. Tough loss for Royal Crown, but, you know, hey, this is all working towards OSBA playoffs. They know they're capable of beating Crestwood. They just didn't get it done tonight. Well, I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you tuning in. Of course, drop me a follow on Twitter at Mr. McKee, and then hit up my Instagram, undrafted_FA, and hopefully we'll see you here on OSBA TV soon enough.